Last night I got in from Virginia and I got a car. So that was great. I got a car. Yay, because you kind of need those things to drive and go places. Yes, you need cars to drive. And so I went to a job interview today. And it was my first time driving this new car, which has a very sensitive gas pedal, which I found out in a great way. So I went to my job interview and I did really well. I was told on the spot, it was my second interview, and they're like, you got the job. And I'm like, yeah, because I need money to pay for gas and food and things that people need to pay for. So I get back in my car, my new car, well, it's used, but new to me. And I'm like, okay, yeah, feeling awesome. Okay, so I go out in this huge parking lot. I miss my turn off, and so I'm still in the parking lot. And so I go back in, and there's this turn. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to turn them in the parking lot here and then do this. So in the process of that, there's this cute little curb there. And this cute little curb, I drove over because the wheel turns the wheels a lot more than I'm used to, and the acceleration accelerates a lot more than what I'm used to. So both happened simultaneously, and I'll explain why that is black and why I have tissues with ink on them in a little bit. So I turn, and I turn too sharp and too fast. So my car goes up on the curb, and it's up and on the curb. So that normally would not be a problem, except there's this huge rock now underneath my car, stuck. And I can't go forward, I can't go backwards. I tried going in neutral, and some lovely couple helped and stopped and tried to lift it, and it would take like 10 burly, really strong men with glistening abs. Yeah, to help, and that wasn't going to happen. So I called AAA. My mom rushed over because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to drive my car back, so I could hitch a ride with her. And so that all happened, and AAA came, and in between all this, it was actually really awesome in between, because so many people stopped and were like, hey, how can we help? You know, what can we do? I had people that drove like this, especially this, like, I think it was a truck full of like 2 guys, and just they drove and they went all the way around and came back just to ask if they could help me. And that happened a lot throughout all this, and security coming, and, you know, AAA and my mom, like, people were so helpful and so awesome. And it was really encouraging because it was a sucky situation. But they made it better. So that was great. And then, so I got my car up and out and drove it back home. And on the way, I stubbed my toe because I'm wearing these things. Can you see them? Yes, these things. And stubbed my toe on it because the driver was being stupid. And so I had to press on the gas and putting all this pressure on my big toe. As it's hurting, I'm like, oh, okay, that's great. So believe me, I appreciated when the speed limit went down and I could back up on my acceleration a little bit. And then so I got home finally, and then I had to, you know, my car's damaged. That's great, but I got a job so I can pay for it. Woo! And then I scanned some stuff, signed some stuff, made some calls. There's a problem with my phone. That's great. And so I signed a release form, got all that stuff done, and then I bite on pens just so that the top pops up, and then I'll fiddle with it with my fingers. And so I did that with this one, this evil pen, and see that? See that? That's ink. And so I bit up, and it just went and exploded in my mouth. That's what she said. And there was ink everywhere on my teeth, on my lips. There's still some on my tongue that won't come off. And believe me, I'm going to be scrubbing because that's gross. But this is just to share with you today's failures. And that if you are a klutz or a nerd or someone that just screws up, you are not alone at all. So talk to me in the comments below. When's a time that you've hurt your car or done well or not so well on an interview, or bit a pen and have it explode in your mouth? Yeah, just talk to me. I know I'm not alone, and you guys aren't either. So yeah, I'll upload a better vlog once I find my camera today, and I'll edit it today and probably have it up tomorrow or the next day. I love you guys and your faces. I think they're very nice and stuff.